Good morning. My name is Kevin Duclairon, and I am at Waterfront Station, Portland, Oregon. I am at the post office at the corner of Southwest Madison and Southwest First. I just came back from Southwest Columbia and Southwest Park. I was sitting in front of the next to the loo for about 2 hours. I fell asleep there. Um, Tonight, I was sexually assaulted on the bench. Before that, I was at the PSU library, where for the last 20 minutes or so, I fell asleep on in one of the chairs there, and gave birth and came out again. So it began from the last video that I completed. It began at PSU. She sexually assaulted me. I called the police on my way out of the building, which was about midnight or so. I went to the park, waited there. The police department didn't show up because I told them I was going to be there. The police department didn't show up. She's still in the background. She came over, waited till I was asleep. She exposed me to the cold. So my cold right now is getting worse. My cough is getting worse. And, you know, this woman is doing this on purpose. She's protected by the Klan. She's protected by the gay community. She's protected by John MacArthur. So they're doing this on purpose. It's sort of like a battle to see, you know, what it's going to take to get me to subject myself to this woman and to this race outside of the Constitution. You know, it's sort of like the church can't protect me, the government can't protect me, and the community has turned me over. And so now it's like, in the community, there is no law and there is no government. There's just gay sex and subjugation to this Haitian woman and to these white European gay males. And I'm not with the gay thing, and I'm not with the sex. I'm not with the African women being used by MacArthur and his people. So I just called 911, and the woman says, well, do you want me to have police sent to take a report? And I said, and, you know, she's like, she was very matter of fact. She's like, it's either a yes or no question. I said yes, but, you know, it's 2 o'clock in the morning, so I'm not exactly sure if they're going to come or not, and most likely they're not. You know, this is the post office at the waterfront station. I just saw a few minutes ago, while on my way here, Gresham Police. The last Gresham police officer I spoke to was Coon, who admitted to being a Klansman. This was yesterday when I dealt with them, so I'm not exactly sure what they're doing out here now. So the police department is not helping me any, but making matters worse. And as far as living in an apartment, Catherine Magdalena gave the response to the new manager of the Lower Hearst apartment, their response, and the response was not favorable, but most likely there's not going to be an apartment available this year in any apartment complexes because of what Magdalena's, I guess, supposedly authority and influence is capable of doing. So I'm dealing with whites now and their supremacist mentality. I'm not dealing with Christians. I'm not dealing with a government. I'm not dealing with a church. I'm dealing with white supremacy, and it's in my face. And I've got that Haitian woman who her heart's desire, which she made very clear, is my death, and as it is my heart's desire for her death. We hate each other, but I don't want to get my, you know, I don't want my dick sucked by this woman, but it's her and whoever else they're using as a race and as a clan. You know, they like being called a clan. They like being called, you know, it's a big thing for them to be called clan. You know, it's a big thing for them. It's sort of like it gives them that extra edge that, you know, they don't have to be good, you know. So I'm not exactly sure what these English people, these settlers, are going to do next, apart from using members of my own race to insult me, because I don't want to subject myself to them as a slave or as a subordinate, to put myself under them, lower than I need to. So right now, I'm just sitting in the post office. Here's the post office. It's freezing outside. It's cold. They're not letting me into any. They're not letting me into any apartments. The Social Security that they've given me is sitting there, and I don't know. Yesterday, after preaching the message, nothing's changed. It's a battle between myself and these Europeans out of Grace Community Clan down in Southern California, and they're not going to stop, and I'm certainly not going to yield. I mean, I don't know what African Americans are living in this country, but whatever it is that they're living, this is horrible. Melinda did tell me to go down to the Portland Rescue Mission, but they've got African Americans there. They're using Africans to drive me out of their establishments. They're using African men and they're using African women. So, whether they're from Haiti or they're from the African American community, those are the people that they're using. The last stop that I had was an African at the mission. That Negro was representing Gabriel Franklin's not son-in-law, but grandson, and wearing an orange shirt. Later on, I saw him wearing a white shirt. If I come out on anybody and it's an assault, it's going to lead to death, either mine or theirs, because we hate each other. And this Haitian woman is she's playing with her life and mine, and she's a devil. She's killed many Haitians. She's sold us out, and I don't think she's ever going to do anything and be anything going to sell out to the Haitian race. I don't know the Haitian people. Even my own mother has turned. So, I don't know. Maybe these are my final last days. Maybe this is what God wants. Maybe this is, this is what God wants, is the fact that to expose the whites for what they are, even in this generation, they are his enemies. And it may take my bloodshed just so that the world could know the white race is still his enemy. That is the race, that is the enemy race, who will kill, steal, destroy, murder, mislead, pretend, and they will use whoever. And this Haitian woman she's trying her best to be one of them. So, whatever they do, she's going to do. She's a follower, she's not a leader. This is not her country, these are not her people. And what her and D. Franklin are doing behind closed doors, they have her on an intercom. So it's not like this is their system. Haiti doesn't have this kind of system. Europeans who come up with this sort of stuff. Haitians just fall in line and get along. So I don't know what the devil has put in these people, but whatever it is, I'm sure it's going to come out sooner or later. So I don't know where it's going to end tonight or this week or this month or this year. I have no idea where things are going. God is sovereign over all things, and whatever he has intended is to defend his position ultimately. Earlier I was spouting out that whites don't have an authority. They deem themselves to be the authorities, but nobody else can be their authority or their equal. So this is what's going on this morning.